we didn't open a bomb rare this time. I opened a Mortify and a Sphinx though, which are both pretty great. Oh my god, what a location for an MC, right, Nathan? Are we taking the Sphinx or the Mortify? This card's looked like really impressive when I played with and against it, but it's also 7 mana. And, like, not every deck wants it. Whereas, like, obviously this is a gold card that goes in one deck. I guess, like, 1.5, because you can make a Gates deck too. MF as an acronym is so awkward. You think we want the Mortify? I think we do. But I do think I like the Sphinx, like, a fair amount. It really has impressed me. Well then, I guess we're Orzhov. We couldn't be helped. I guess we're just Orzhov. We were Orzhov all along. Sorry, Mystic Snake, you will be missed. Let's get our third Mortify now. You can, in fact, Bobbin. You can, in fact. Although, that one sounds kinda awkward. I'm not gonna lie. Slash blue for a big flyer, yep. For like a Skyguard or something. Ooh, this one's nice too. Alright, we're kinda just like on training wheels this draft apparently. How many Mortifiers would be too many? Probably like 14. Is it okay if you time out Dokomoy once in a while? I mean, you're a mod for a reason, Nucleo. Jeez. You got beaten to the joke. This pack's really unexciting. I guess we're meant to take the Oligarch. The 2/4's DC. I'm wondering if the 2/4's better. I think the 2/4's like a better card in general, but obviously this synergizes in Orzhov with a bunch of things. I imagine it's not too inappropriate, but yeah, the 2/4's really good with Afterlife, that's true. It's also an uncommon, right? So it's hard to get hold of them. I really like cutting off the black-white signal, but I think this might just be better. I think this might just be better. You like the Oligarch? I think it's reasonable to take either of the cards, but I'm gonna see how this pans out for us. This pack's a bit worse. There's a Bring to Trial, which is fine. There's a Messenger, which is fine. There's a Smash, but like we're nowhere near that combo, so. But yeah, this is real late for the Smash. This card is busted. You think we just take the Messenger? We probably do. You only want like one of these in your deck. We can get one later. Is Bring to Trial not just the best white common? Am I underrating it? I guess it's really good against the green decks in this set, because the green creatures are like unusually large this set. Alright, I'll take the Bring to Trial. I'm not like 100% on this, but I want to give it a try. Oh, thank you, Guilty. I appreciate it. Appreciate the compliment. It means a lot. Just take a random filler card. The Edict is like pretty awkward. Against like all the tokens in the set, Afterlife creatures. It's like a good sideboard card, but we're about to draft Simic again, obviously. Obviously that's how it goes. Yeah, I agree. I think the Edict's a great sideboard card, Bobbin, like against red-green or blue-green. But just like taking the Orator, I guess. You like the 2-drop? Yeah, we don't have any 2s yet. The Imp is like fine, but it's not exciting. Wanna go Mardu? both the Rakdos cards here are good. I don't think they're incentive to go Mardu though. Damn, punished. Oh wait, no, we just have both of them again. Okay, I think I want one of each more than I want two trials. So I'm gonna take the messenger here. Quite happily. The 1/3 2-drop might have been better than the 2/2 because it blocks. Maybe. This gains life, like, it's kind of a bit of give and take there. White seems open, it really does. Black does not seem open, but we got like... I think we're going to get hooked up on Orzhov from the left, so I think that's fine. Wow. How did the Sphinx table? Am I overrating this card? I think it's really good, right? I think this has to just be better than the Plague White. You think Sphinx isn't very good? It is quite pricey. It's like impossible to kill though. Unless you have like one of the premium removal spells left in your hand that late in the game. Alright, let's take the veteran. You can get one of these later if you want it. We take an imp or an expose. I guess we just want the imp. It's like a fine playable. We can pick up one of these later. I think Sphinx is a good early pick because it doesn't force you into colors, but you don't know if it's good for any other reason. That kind of makes sense. I might be overrating it. Like, it might be biasing me that the deck we just played previously was very slow and didn't have removal that could interact with Sphinx, so it made the card look like particularly scary to us, but... See you, Selene. Safe travels. Yeah, I think we're going to be in a good seat for Orzhov. We're going to get past some Orzhov from the left. We were like really hooked up on white cards from the right. Judith. Are we splashing for her? See you, Nathan. Hope you have a good evening. I have to splash, right? It's really strong Caius. There's also just like a good removal spell though that doesn't force me to play a bunch of guild gates and stuff. You don't like the double splash? I mean, it's a single splash. We're only splashing red. Yeah, that's the problem. Demise is like quite good. I think I'm just gonna take the Demise and just be responsible. I don't know if that's correct or not, but... Oh my god, Nathan. I'll try my hardest. I guess I should not try my hardest at that. I explicitly shouldn't. See you, Nathan. You think the Juggler's second best? It might be. Juggler's really strong. Might be underrating it. Sharkto Crab. We Simic now. I guess we're taking like the Guild Gate. I'm feeling sad about that Judith. Grudian? Yeah, Grudian's fine. I guess Grudian's better than like a lot of our other frees. Alright, I'm gonna in for that. I think I like the Grudian. Get the point instead of the gate. I guess. I don't know that we... I guess. See if we can pick up the fixing. Since there's like nothing for us here, basically we'd be taking a Grudian. It's like very different from the Judith pick, where we would have to take Judith over premium removal. But like this just doesn't really cost us anything. That's fair. Pontiff is busted. We don't really have much afterlife stuff for it though. But we can try and pick up some more highly. Card is really messed up. Yeah, I love Pontiff too. Right, do we want our first Dead Revels here over Plague White? Just get gutter bones. That would be nice, Sadie. That would be so good. Ooh, Blade Juggler. I could take the Guild Gate, but like, Blade Juggler's so good. I think I just want this. Like, we're not really looking to splash, so we don't need Guild Gates, even though they're nice. You had free Pontiff, and it was basically no blocks. Yeah. Card is like such a nightmare. We've got our first final payment. I think the first copies are really good. Again, I just don't think we need to prioritize Guild Gates in our deck. Just have like absurd card quality instead. Alright, what do we think? Second payment or first inheritance? You had a pool with Gutterbones, Vindictive Vampire, 2 Flameblade Artists, and the Scry. That sounds disgusting, Sadie. Jeez. It's raining removal spells. It really is. Inheritance is really good. I think Inheritance is really good, and I think Final Payment has diminishing returns. So I think it's actually incredibly close. We already have a lot of removal as well. I think I'm going to take this. I don't know that it's correct too, but I think I quite want my first copy of this, and we already have a lot of removal. Yeah, I didn't think Inheritance would be good either, Love Jane, but it's really impressed me. It really, really has. Maybe I was meant to take the 2/2 there. Yeah, we're meant to take the 2/2. I agree, DC. Did not think about that properly. I guess I could take a transport here. I'm not really in for the vampire. I think that card's not very good, or it's like a sideboard card. But there's the Rakdos Guild Gate. Yeah, I wish I had that 2/2. It'd be really nice though. Deck is still great though, obviously. Yeah, I just need some really good creatures. We're not playing Guild Gates, which I think makes this card not very good. But we're also not wanting a second Hasdor Officer. Like, ever. So I guess I'm just going to put this in the board. Two-drop is great. Two-drop is great. Again. Alright. This deck is panning out nicely. We have I'm kind of regretting not picking up a Guild Gate now, as much as I was sounding kind of off them. Absolution, let's go. Maybe we can get past one, if we're really lucky. This pack doesn't really have playables. I don't know, Jesus. I've not played with multiples of Inheritance yet. I've been happy with singular copies, but I need to see how multiples goes. I assume multiples is like really punishing. A bad 2-drop. We already have so many 2-drops though. You've been really impressed by Orator. Which one's the Orator? Spire Mangler's... It's like okay. Problem is it's so bad against spirit tokens. Oh, is in this one. Sorry, I'm bad at names currently. Yeah, I think this card's really good. I was probably underrating it. I agree, Searing Spear. 3-drop Flyer is good. I can't see how this could possibly be good, but... Oh. Moto just decided to red draft for me, apparently. I'll take it, I guess. Let's just take the second final payment here. Over the second messenger, I believe. That's so brutal. I was tempted to grab the Azorius Guildgate from the first pack. And then we could maybe splash this. I think we take it anyway. There's like no other playables for us. And this card's really unreasonable. Yeah, take it anyway, agree. Agree. I don't think you can play free final payments. We don't have that many tokens, is the problem. To like fuel the payments. Maybe it's still good though. Sack our 2-drops in the late game is still fine. Why didn't I take the 2 free Civic Flyer? Indeed. We have a decent amount of life gain. We do, that's true. Alright, I'm going to take the payment, but it might not make the deck. Depending on like what other cards we pick up. Another Grudian or a Giant. I guess I'd rather have access to the Giant for like some matchups. Could also just take the Guildgate because we have this get the point in the board. Footlight Fiend. Oh yeah, I guess this is a sideboard card, right? As well. That's fair. I'm gonna put this in the board instead of the 3/6. Oh, you can sack it to payment. Yeah, I guess you can. Maybe we end up playing it. At the very least, it's a good sideboard card. What happened to Orzhov being open? I don't know. I think our deck's still ending up fine, though. We can take the Orzhov Guildgate to try and splash the Skyguard. Or we can take the Inheritance. I think it's too narrow for the main deck, probably DC, but it sounds like a nice thing to sideboard into. I need to change the hearts, I really do. Alright. This is important, Peaches. This is important. Guildgate, I guess? Yeah, probably. I don't know, I'm really tempted by this Inheritance, but I guess Guildgate's making our deck regardless. Like, I kind of want to see how far you can push Inheritance, right? How many copies you can play, and whether they get better in multiples. I think Consign's very, very reasonable. I think it's like, it gets too much flack. But we already have a lot of removal, was my thinking. Honestly, if it's between this and the Imp, I'm kind of tempted to take this anyway. We already have so many, like, random 2 free flyers that I'm not super excited about the Imp. But I think I'm still going to take this. Okay, this is a great sideboard card. This is also a great sideboard card, but it's against the same decks, and I think I prefer Bring to Trial against those decks. Okay. Plague White, not really the 2-drop we want, but I guess we'll take it. We didn't wheel the Azorius Guildgate. If I had the Azorius Guildgate, I think I'd play the Skyguard. I think it's going to be too hard to play it without the Guildgate. I can board this in against pacifisms, I guess. Alright. This deck seems like unexciting, but pretty reasonable. Card quality is like solid. You think the Mark is great in this format? Which one's that? Sorry, I'm still really bad at the names on shorthand. It's like new set and all that. If we had the Judith, yeah, the Judith would have been really nice here. I just really wanted the grotesque demise, but oh, the +1/+2. You think I'm just meant to play it? I was thinking of it as more of a sideboard card, but maybe it's fine. If we take more than 2 white cards and pack 2 in for pack 3 combined. It's true, white is not great. White is not a great colour here. Oh, that makes sense, Searing Spear. That makes sense. Right, what cards are we counting? We need to cut 4 cards. So I think I can cut a Plague White. I can maybe cut a second one. The +2/+2 is pretty whatever. I think I want all my frees, just so I'm doing something. What are some memorable most wheeled rares in draft formats? Every rare red enchantment ever printed. I guess this is probably just worse than Mark. I'm probably being silly. This is probably just worse than Mark. If I'm gonna play a pump spell. I should play with this card more to get more of a feel for it anyway. Bring to Trial is quite sideboardy. Yeah, we have so much removal, we can probably just afford to sideboard this one when it's good. I guess I didn't notice the Blade Juggler. Maybe I can cut the 10th District Veteran for the Blade Juggler. And then we need to cut one more. I kind of want to cut one final payment. Is that weird? I'm worried about having 3 copies of this card. See you, Nucleo. Have a good day. I hope work goes smoothly. You like that? Yeah, I think I just want to cut one. I'm worried that if you draw all 3 in the same game, it gets really awkward. Alright, just even split. Yep. Very clearly even split. Berserker's Onslaught. Which one was that? Was that from Dragons of Tarkir? I remember the name. I can't remember what it did. Since I feel like it was a while ago. It gave like double strike or something, I think, to your attacking creatures. Yeah, I got it right. Yeah, that card was like pretty reasonable, which is rare for red enchantments. Alright, we're gonna keep this hand and we're gonna miss our third land drop, and then I'm gonna moan. Outpost Siege is a very good red enchantment. That is true, Bobhead. That card was quite potent. I played a lot of that card in Standard when it was legal. Until Dramoka's Command was printed, and then I felt very sad. Opponents just, I think I played my opponent in the tournament on Sunday, so they were just checking how I did in it. Right on time. Right, I guess I just play my officer. Yeah, that's fair kill. And the format's felt weirdly slow so far. It's strange, like the sealed formats felt like weirdly fast for a sealed format to me. And then this draft format has felt like slower than the sealed format, which is like so unusual, right? Since when is a draft format ever slower than a sealed format? I kind of just want to cast this now. I could cast my Spirit, I guess, and start attacking for more. It's like some evasive damage. Whatever, I'm just gonna cast my 2/4. Kind of just want to like get some evasion going. Can block their 3/3 potentially. I guess my 3/2 would block their 3/3 also, but like this gives me a decent shot at double spelling next turn. Right, just blocking 100% of the time here. The only card I care about is the 2/3 that pings everything. Basically any other card is very whatever. And the 2/3 is an uncommon, so cool. not punished. Just attack with both, play 2 creatures. Yeah, they are button, that's true. It's kind of weird, like, Guilds of Ravnica, you had, like, both extreme ends of the spectrum, right? You had, like, hyper aggro and, like, super dirtle control. Whereas this is, like, converges on the middle a lot more. Oh, we're just, like, running our opponent over here. Our board is so wide. Is Gruul slow traditionally? It can vary. You can have, like, super aggro Gruul, and you can also just have, like, mid-range Gruul. Just big creatures that stomp on people. More free color decks. Yeah, there are more free color decks in RNA, that's true. Yeah, this curve was sweet. Panned out really well for us. The Sentinel's Mark potentially blow them out here. I think I was actually just like very much underrating this card. I think it's looking really good this game. Though admittedly the amount of white cards we have in our hand is really awkward right now. I just hit them for 6, Mortify a thing. Oh no, I hit them for 7, Mortify a thing. Hello Sphinx. The Sphinx is... Like, the Sphinx might get boarded out in this matchup, I will say that much. I think there are matchups where it's great. Gruul is probably not the matchup. We have a bunch of cards to board in for this matchup anyway. We have our 2 just exile power 4 or more. Careful of the Titanic Rule throw out. Which one's Titanic Rule, Caius? You keep assuming I know the names already. It takes me a while. Alright, they're passing the turn. Instant speed, prey upon. Okay. That card seems scary, although I assume they would have attacked more if they had that. That's fine, Caius. I was mainly joking when I said the assumption thing. I just want to get a blocker out the way. And then, like... Yeah, this seems good. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll get a hang of the names after a few drafts. It just, like, takes a moment, you know? Alright. Yeah, I think that's the case, Love Jane. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Ooh. Do I just want to go for the kill? I kind of just want to go for the kill. Especially with a Sentinel's Mark in hand. To protect a creature from, like, nonsense. Rawr. Oh, if I was going to go for the kill, I should have main phased this to gain life. If they have a fight spell. That was really bad. Anyway. Still just going to do this. Because they're obviously blocking the 3-2 anyway, so I might as well gain my life off my flyer. Just in case they kill the 2-1 with a fight spell. Somehow. Alright. We actually didn't see that many big creatures from them that game. It's like I really want to bring in these Bring to Trials, but... I guess I can probably still bring in 1 against Gruul in the dark. I think Sphinx is maybe a bit slow here. And they're pretty bad at blocking our flyers anyway. So we're not going to have difficulty killing them. I think Watchful Giant is like weirdly interesting as like our top end instead of Sphinx against like the mono 3/3 deck. This deck looks nice. This deck's decent shop. It's not as nice as our previous one, but I'll take it. I think I'm going to bring in one of these in the dark, even though we didn't see any targets that game, because I have to assume they have some targets. And I feel like this Watchful Giant is good. I'm wondering if the Inheritance might not be great. Just because they kill in fairly large chunks. Useful inclusion of the giant marshmallow. This card, I really hate the artwork on this card shop. It freaks me out. It's a lot. So there are two cards I'm inclined to cut, and those are Inheritance and Plague White. I think 2/1s might be a bit small against their deck. And I also think the Inheritance might be a bit too grindy against them. Like, deal a bit too much in small increments. That's fair, Replenish, that's fair. I think I'm gonna board it out, but I feel like the game's Inheritance is winning for us, so the games we're like kind of already winning against them, because it means we've stabilized the board. Oh, this is fine. Removal spell. Decent mana. It is in fact a giant marshmallow. Accurate. Okay, gain some life later. Apparently they're not doing anything, which is fine with me. Hand sucks keep, #limited. Yeah, it's like a fine hand. Why are you mocking my hand? I'm just gonna exile this one. Free menace, we're not blocking forever. Pretty happy to trade that removal spell with a 4-drop. Now if we draw a land next turn, we just like start slamming massive things into play. It wasn't quite what I asked for, but I guess I'll take it. Yeah, you keep most functional hands unlimited, exactly. Does hand do stuff or have potential to do stuff? Ooh. I guess that one's going down. And that one is getting exiled. This card is so absurd, by the way. It's like impressed me so much every time I see it. It's like kind of unreasonable. Has to just be like top 5 uncommons or something. I don't know, Love Jane. I need a bit more of a feel for it before I know the answer to that. I know someone in chat was saying earlier that they thought this was a format you could draw in, and I could see that being the case. But I don't want to do that until I'm more confident about it, which will probably be several drafts in. Because, like, being on the draw when you're not meant to be is pretty bad, whereas being on the draw where you are meant to be is only, like, a really slight advantage. Is what tends to be the case. Alright. Fire up the next round. Now 4-0 on the day. pretty great. Too much removal to handle. We have a lot of removal. The Angel with 4 Guild Gates is insane, agree. Apparently that deck's really easy to draft on Arena 2 because of how the bots don't prioritize gates enough. It's like a lot harder to draft on Modo, unfortunately. This hand is nice. Plenty of stuff to do. Yeah, I think that's also a thing. I think in the dark, it's so hard to put yourself on the draw in any format. But, like, there are definitely plenty of formats and matchups where you want to be on the draw. Like, once you know what your opponent's doing. Also, hi Charlie. Well done on judging stuff. Alright, Orzhov Mirror. This inheritance is going to be really nice here. Helping grind out this game. Ooh, they're holding back a blocker though, so we don't get to juggle. I don't want to trade with the 2-2. So I guess I'm just going to play my Imp. If I trade with the 2-2, I get 2 life, which is nice. Yeah, that's the thing, Bobbin. Being on the draw when it's correct to be is really marginal. You think you trade with the Orator? I don't feel like the card's that good. I guess the Orator's pretty good against Inheritance. And we have like plenty of removal for their big creatures. Alright, alright. We get 2 life off the Imp. I'm kind of sold. I think it's fine. I'm not like in love with this trade, but I think it's like a fine trade. Also, like sometimes they don't block. We get to dig for our land drops to cast our throw on time. That makes sense, Shop. That makes sense. I'm just casting this instead of like using my mana to maximum efficiency just so I can dig into my land drops. I think it's fine. Just like making sure we can cast our like 5s and 6s on time. Oh, that makes sense, Searing Spear. That makes sense. I hadn't thought of it that way. It's a really interesting way of looking at it. Wow. We are running them over. This is kind of absurd. I don't really know what's in their hand. Ugh. Apparently that's in their hand. Yikes. I kind of want to discard the transport. Like just keep all my flyers. Since the flyers get over their like random ground garbage. Oh, that makes sense, Bobbin. That makes sense. The transport is 2 flyers, but I guess that's fine. Maybe it's either the transport or the Imp. I think the other 3 cards are just like much better. I think the Inheritance is actually going to be really good this game. Once we get it down. Alright, I'm going to discard the Imp. If I don't draw a land, I can just cast the Inheritance. If I do draw a land, then potentially I can transport. At this rate, they might be dead before I get Inheritance down. It's not improbable. Oh, I think Bellhaunt's amazing. I don't understand why people are down on it. I think the card is really, really powerful. Yeah, I wouldn't want it to be any stronger either. Yep, that's a pretty good one. Gain some life back over there. If I draw a land, I might just go Mortify plus Inheritance rather than Sphinx, honestly. Okay. I don't understand how they'd make this card better, though. Like, turn it into a Siege Rhino, or... like... just sounds absurd. I think I want to go Mortify and then Officer the Transport. And, like, really start pushing damage on board. Yeah, I agree, Charlie. I like that line. Makes the transport so hard for them to block. Am I meant to swing with these too? It means if they want to not block the transport, they take 9 and lose their Orator. Or I can just swing with these and they take 9 anyway. I'm pretty interested. I think I would trade both of these to get the Orator off. I'm not like 100%. I can also just do this. Since this, I'm happy to trade this with either body. Okay, this makes sense. Keep my 3-2 back. This makes a lot of sense. It would be so gross if it was a flyer. I think if this was a flyer, I'd feel deceived by the artwork. I don't know. I think that's one of those ones where you'd like complain when it like blocks your flyer. It's like clearly right on the ground. Looks like a lifelink to you. Yeah, I could see it being a lifelinker in a former life. Alright, I just cast the Inheritance now, right? And then they die in my next turn. Attack with this. Oh, they have a lifelinker, I guess. But I can still just block that. They go back up to 6, down to 5. This puts them to 1. Yeah, they can throw that lifelinker away, but if they want to do that, I get more flyers they have to deal with. I think it's fine. You assumed Obsidian had flying. I wonder how many people have lost to the Sovereigns of Lost Alara because of assuming that. The number must be very high. Like, the artwork on that card is a bit egregious. No, the Thrall, that's so good for them. I still don't know how they really ever win this game, but it's very good for them. They're still going to 5 this turn. Forced to block my 3/3 because of my Inheritance. Oh my god, Charlie. That's so heartbreaking. Who knows what Breaker has reach? I mean, that's partially just templating, right? The templating on Wildbreaker is like both correct according to how they do templating, but also a bit heinous in terms of like ever reading the card and understanding the text. Deck turned out fine. Dogma, I don't think it's like amazing, but it seems very solid. We're currently in the second round with it. So we're playing like a grindy Orzhov mirror, although we kind of ran them over that game, I guess. This is the sort of matchup where I'd love a second copy of this. If we could have got one. I'm wondering if we want to board in a second transport. Maybe. Just like fully in on the grind plan. It's like, makes our curve kind of high, but which is bad against the discard effect. But outside of that, I can bring in a second copy of this. We're on the draw too, which helps us hit land drops. Oh, that's fair, Charlie. I think I'm still going to bring it in. I think it's like decent at grinding, but it does make it a bit worse. What am I boarding out? Could just be a Plague White, just because it's underpowered, I guess. It does attack into spirit tokens fairly well if that comes up, but you like the Angel's Body just as a 3/4 flyer. I could see that. Maybe that's better than the 5/3. Maybe it's better than a 5/3. Even with like no gates, maybe a 3/4 flyer is just really good in this matchup, especially against Thrall, right? They had 2 copies of Thrall. Yeah, we didn't see a Grotesque Demise, whereas we saw 2 copies of Thrall. You think the Officer is good? Which one's the Officer? Oh, the Hasdor Officer? Yeah, I like the Officer in this matchup. I agree. Oh, we might want the second one, yeah. We can board in a second one. I think we can take out our Grudian because they're not really trading up with anything in this matchup. I'm going to bring in the Angel, even though we don't have gates, just as a overcosted 3/4 flyer against their Thralls. I like this plan. This is kind of a upsetting hand, but obviously we keep... Like, the spells are very good, we just need to never draw lands for the rest of the game. Okay, now we can draw lands, apparently. Now we can get away with drawing lands. The Orator. Goats not being flyers is dumb. If you made every ghost a flyer, it'd be so hard to print ghost cards. Also, like, it's very understandable that some planes would have the lore be such that not every... I just have to kill this, right? Not every ghost flies. I feel really stupid using this Mortify if they have Absolution in their deck randomly, but... Oh my god. Alright. Interesting. Did not see blue mana last game. Bit of a change of pace. We just have to save this for the free flyers. I'm really worried if I play the Imp though and they kill it. I'm gonna take so much damage if that happens. Is the problem. But I also feel like the final payment just like has to be reserved for flyers if we can help it. Save a bunch of free-frees. Just like have to hope they don't have a removal spell here. Yep. Alright. I guess that's fine. It stops us taking 5 damage off the final payment. So it's actually okay. Like, it looks really awkward, but it's actually completely fine, because it means we just don't take damage off our final payment. Marshmallow. The marshmallows are gonna look good here, I think. Am I just trading with the 2/2, killing the free one, so I only go to 11? It's all marshmallow now, as the saying goes. I think I want to preserve my life total, and we have the Sphinx that can block the free later if we need it. If we need to do that. So I actually think I'm tempted to kill this 2/2 to save myself some life. Oh, we've not seen an inheritance, otherwise I would just be generally scared, but I think I have to preserve my life total here. As much as this looks like a pretty unexciting exchange. Like, my hand is so powerful, so. We have 3 final payments in our 75, so it's never actually the final payment. There's always another one to come. It's the penultimate payment. I don't know if that's the correct wordage. Alright. Go 5/5. I don't know how you deal with this one, other than with that Law Mage's Binding that's in your yard. Yep. It's pretty good. I guess the Sphinx has become moat. Oh, never mind. No, we kill that and they get a bunch of 1/1s. That's such a tilt. We go to 6. The thing has been underwhelming. I think it's fine. You just attack with Sphinx and pass. They make like 2 1/1s. Move the 5/3 to block light. Do you think it's crazy for me to final pay? No, if they final pay them in the night, they get 3 1/1s. Huh. Attack and pass is weird, but kind of interesting. Yeah, we can't go to 6, I agree. The knight doesn't do much on this board. Yeah, I think it's fine to attack, I think I agree. We're gonna hold the land for the 3/4. Attack with transport. I guess the 5/5 blocks the 4/4, right? Huh. Whereas the 5/3 like only blocks the 4/4 if they let us. This is a new cockatrice update. Swing for 5 again. They sack the oligarch, make 2 1/1s. We put them to 14. They put us to 9. Or I can attack with the transport, but then they just block and sack, so that achieves nothing. So I might as well do it this way. I'm probably meant to play a land there, in case I draw Revels and like need all my mana for some reason. You're surprised they didn't attack? I'm a bit surprised. I think bursting the knight into 3 1/1s, and then we only get 2, they have an extra 1/1 in the air. Doesn't sound unreasonable. God, if they do nothing, it's really tempting to final payment away this transport, put them on a 2-turn clock. And like kill a spirit. No worries, Searing Spear. Well, now we have the Acrobat I kind of want to block. So I guess we just chill. Spell is a good draw. Can confirm. Just like any spell. Opponent is every color. Apparently, they are splashing for the limited all-star Acrobat. Oh god. No. Okay, I don't actually know how we win the game anymore. We're gonna lose to this knight. Yeah, I can sack it to the payment, which is something, but we can't actually beat this knight. Like, I know everyone's been mocking it, but I think it's really, really good in this matchup. Like, way better than people have been giving it credit for, and we're probably gonna lose to it. It's really good if you can't XO it, yep. But it's so hard to justify bringing in the XR removal against them because they have so few big creatures that we can actually hit with it. It doesn't help that we're flooding either, it must be said, but I just can't attack. If I attack, I give them the option of making 3/1/1s, they get an extra 1/1 to beat down with. Go to 5. Really need to draw any of my 2 free flyers. To be fair, the spirits would be a lot less impressive if we drawn a 2 free flyer. Or still had one in play, rather. Oh my god, I've brought him. I'm kind of surprised they haven't just turned this Acrobat into a spirit. Well. What if instead of drawing 2 free flyers we drew lands? That sounds like a suboptimal strategy, Bobbin. I do not advise that strategy. Do I have to final payment a spirit soon? I go to 3 and then they have 2 more spirits than I have. I think I have to do this. I might be wrong. Yeah, they'll have 3 more spirits. Yeah, we just have to do this then. You're correct, Bobbin. I don't understand splashing the Acrobat. It's like confusing to me. Card is kind of medium. This card is unbeatable, however. I mean, that's a good draw. I'll freely admit it. I don't think we can beat the knight. Acrobat can do what it wants. Leave my Acrobat alone. Right? I block this and they just have 7/1/1, so I have to draw specifically a throw if I block this, but I have to block this, realistically. Alright, we need to draw specifically throw next turn to pad out our life total enough that their spirits can't attack. That's great flavor text. It's pretty good flavor text. Yikes. throw, please? I don't think throw is even enough anymore. Alright, moving on. Game 3. That was a little bit brutal. What removal did we see other than the pacifisms? So I'm tempted to board in the Skyguard. Did we see any removal in the last 2 games that wasn't a pacifism? Like, I actually can't think of any. Maybe one trial is okay. No, they recurred the Night Searing Spear. They only have the one that we know of. Although they did have the 5/3 too. So I kind of want this too. I really want Splash for the Skyguard. I don't know if it's correct or not. Just, it's so good against their 1/1 flyers, which were what we were dying to. We didn't see any removal for it. Bring in a trial. Bring in a Skyguard. What are we cutting? I guess if I'm bringing in the Skyguard, I have to add basic islands. Yeah. Am I playing 3 islands or 2? I like playing 3, but I don't know that we can stretch our mana that far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 8. I think I'm just playing 2 islands and accepting the games are long enough that I can hope to draw into my island if I don't have it. Even though I don't like having that few blue sources, I just don't want to go down on black and white sources too low. I need to cut 2 cards. I think I'm putting myself on the draw. Probably cutting this Plague White, just because it's so low impact. And then I might just cut the Archway Angel since I've boarded in a 6-drop. Even though the Archway Angel is like pretty decent against them. A lot of our ground creatures are just kind of irrelevant. But I think this is fine. I just don't want to make my curve too high. Even if this is kind of a grind fest. Hey, we drew the island with the Skyguard. Apparently we're both mulling to 6. Alright, this is great. You'd cut an Officer of an Angel. That's legitimate. I could see that. I could definitely see doing that. Alright, this hand definitely plays. Okay. Got a nice late game card. Start mortifying stuff to stay alive if we need to. You can definitely mortify that thing. It's quite obnoxious. Oh my god, Bobbin. That's clearly how it works. That's clearly exactly how it works. Alright, what am I doing? Casting a 2/3 flare, I guess. I'm just gonna cast this Carrion Imp. Get rid of that hero from their yard. We can try and start getting in some damage whilst they miss land drops. Oh, that didn't last long. This is eerily similar to last game. You are not, in fact, wrong. It's almost like both our decks are fairly redundant with multiple copies of the key cards. Okay. Oh, this Mortifier is looking good right now. I guess I'm just taking 3. Sorry. I'm pretty sure I'm just doing this, right? Judith is scary. Sorry about the noise. Hopefully it wasn't too traumatic. I feel such guilt. I feel such guilt. Oh my god. I'm trading like 2 for 2 by attacking with both my flyers. It's not clear that's correct. I think I'm just meant to attack with the 1 still. There's like a fair amount of pressure for me to kill my opponent because of the Judith in their yard and them having Dead Rebels in their deck, but Mortifiers for opponent's creatures, not viewers. Oh my god. This is the worst timeline. Rawr. Go, my 2/3s. This is great. We go from having 2 2/3s to 3 2/4s. Just like, when I can't ever cast any of these creatures because it means we wouldn't have matching stat lines anymore. Mortify is powerful because it can hit both creatures and viewers. Wow. 4 2/5s. Need a clone or something for this. That's what the blue splash is for, right? Alright, please don't have Kaya's Wrath in your 4-color deck. Oh yeah, you have to do that, Love Jane. It's programmed weirdly. Wow. So it's programmed that it removes the stop after your end step when it goes to your opponent's turn. However, because it's going to your turn again, it doesn't visually remove the stop, even though it technically has removed the stop, and it's really, really heckin' weird. But it means you have to like manually remove and re-add the stop, because it like visually shows it as being there, even though it should have been removed. It's very strange. Just want to push damage, get them dead. Yeah, you don't have to go full control. You just have to manually re-add it every turn. And it won't skip through it anymore. Okay. I am pretty cool with this. The Sentinel's Mark looking full on absurd. I think I win now, Charlie. I think I win now. I think that's what happens. I am surprised by that too. Wait, they take 7 in the air. This doesn't even do anything. Okay. Cool. Glad we have an understanding. Rip marshmallow. Was I meant to get rid of the marshmallow? Excuse me. I could attack all. I don't know that there's any removal in this set that gets me. Cool. Awesome. Second finals. Second draft, second finals. Easiest life. When did I become competent at Limited? When did this happen? I used to be so bad at Limited. Yeah, here we are. Maybe everyone else got worse. You assume Twitch chat helped me grow as a player. No comment. Oh yeah, Milkman, it's legitimately absurd how many trophies Kenny has. Like, actually unreal. Just like, mono drafts. Do I not have a title in the stream? I don't currently have that in the title. My current title is not nearly catchy enough. Yeah, this is a keep. We feel sad about it. Hope to draw a creature. Eternal National Champion. Thank you, Charlie. Appreciate you. I don't think I'm allowed to call it a Pro Tour, but other than that, that sounds perfect. Wow, that's not doing anything. I am very okay with them not doing anything. Cost me a stupid 3/2. Sorry, temporary 4/3. Have I considered not drawing lands? We have a 7-drop in our deck, it's fine. I'm not going to draw any more lands anyway. That is a 3/2. I could deck down the Inheritance. I really don't want them getting some rummages in there, so I think I'm just going to Grotesque Demise that. I think it's a really, really good Grotesque Demise target. I just don't want them, like, especially on their mulligan, like, rummaging out of an awkward draw or something. Yeah, the rummage is really good, I agree. And I could hold this back to block a riot creature, but I think that's kind of nonsense. Especially when we have Inheritance in hand to drain them a bit. Yep. Well, I guess that answers that one. I'm sure we're meant to hold this for like a Rhythm of the Wild, or hold Final Payment in case they use a fight spell, like, or like something weird that might make me want to sack a creature. I don't know. Sure, resolves. So that's a 6/6. I just have to terminate everything they play for the rest of the game. Apparently. You'd wait and get them to pay the mana. Oh, I guess we can play a land for turn, right? And then we have the 6 mana to play this and hold up this. That's fair. That was probably bad on my part. I think you're right that I should wait. It's a bit too hasty there. Yeah, make them commit the mana. I agree. Agree completely. This is a pretty absurd draw. Nice flyer to start attacking. Gain some life. They apparently just don't have a 6-drop. Their hand is all uncastables or something. Somehow. Maybe they have a bunch of fight spells. I should have done that, Jesus. I agree. Agree completely. That was a mistake on my part. I was just playing a bit fast and loose. I definitely agree with you. They're on a 12-turn clock. This also domes them for 4. Like... Alright, this is for the trophy. So against red-green giant creatures, huh? Bring in 2, bring to trials. Don't think we can afford the 3rd final payment against a red deck. Watchful Giant is like better top end than the Sphinx if we are going to have a 6, another top end, but I'm not even certain that we are. I guess this doesn't even block their 6/6s or 6/5s, so I'm just not going to bother. Yeah, I think they're missing a color. They're probably Teemo or something, I assume. I need to cut 1 card currently. Plague White's pretty bad against red green. Just because all their creatures are so big. Any thoughts on Sphinx? I was probably overrating it. I think it's still like pretty good. Again, like the slow control mirrors. Like it was really good in the Orzhov mirror, like except for the fact that our opponent was splashing for the binding pacifism thing. But I agree, I was overrating it quite a bit. I think it's like a very solid card, but it's probably a good thing to ramp into in the gate stacks as well. God, I'd really love one more piece of top end, but don't know what we possibly cut for it. So I guess this is fine. Are we just casually double trophying the first 2 drafts? We're gonna try. We're up a game in the finals. I believe this is a keep, but obviously if we don't draw the swamp, we're really sad. Good draw. Like, if we draw the swamp, we have 2 great cards against our opponent. Death Touches are just like very good against their deck, seemingly. Hey, so lucky. Yeah, that's fair, Charlie. That's fair. I think I was overrating it. I assumed it was a high pick, and I think it's like solid, but huh? God damn it. I was really hoping they'd make it a 3/2. To like get the better body and then get punished by our hand of things that block 3/2s really well. Now they have the rummaging online. I don't think I can afford to mortify that. Yeah, Vandal's very good. Agree. Strong agree. I don't think I can afford to mortify that. I think I just have to play this officer and hope it trades. Like, they get a rummage, but I get to keep my mortify for something that's harder to deal with. They have a magma spray now. Do they draw a magma spray? Yep. Okay. I mean, they discarded a good card, so I'm not too sad. If they discarded a bad card, it would be different, but I'm pretty okay with them discarding that one. I'm too far behind to afford to cast this. I think again I just need to save my Mortify. Maybe I'm being silly, maybe I'm letting them get too many rummages, but they didn't rummage, they just like their hand as is, huh? Okay, that's scary. Yep. That is one we have to mortify, which really sucks because it throws off our curves so badly. It means we can't double free next turn. But it does have to die. Otherwise it hits us for 6. If they have any removal for the Grudium. We kind of just have to hope to draw something that lets us double spell next turn now. Jeez, that deck is good. I guess they're in the finals, right? Should be good. I think basically the only way we'll win this is if we draw the second Mortify next turn. So we can actually clear the board and stop the Trampler. Huh. I think I have to play this. So if I draw a land, it lets me double spell. And we can just hope that this can trade with the Arynx. And then hitting land for double spell next turn gives us a shot at actually catching up if their hand isn't too strong. It was quite strong. What would be utterly unplayable over Autumn? Let's hear it. Their missing the 6th land has been good, apart from the fact that it means they have lots of spells in hand. Which is, like, less ideal. Alright, becomes a 6-free. This cuts me off like double spell potential next turn, which sucks. I guess it's no, it becomes a 6-free, but I can sack one Death Toucher to save this one. Okay. If they attack with both. Okay, so this is correct. Because this means if they don't hit, even if they hit the 6th land, but if they don't as well, this gets to go here, this gets to go here, and then we make this indestructible. And they can only trample over for... although they actually get to trample over for 4 then. Oh, this is so bad. I guess I had to go Imp plus Pontiff. I don't see how we ever win that game either. Though. Alright, hope they don't go for it. For some reason. They are daring me to sacrifice. I guess if I hope they forgot, I should put them the other way around. Quick prosperity. Wow. Oh, they have a Sewer the Critics? Skewer the Critics? Yep. Got my hopes up. Alright, well that was scary. That draw there was quite good. Ours was a bit clunky. Sewer the Critics. Indeed. I don't know that I want to change anything. I think this is like pretty close to how we want the deck built against them. I think that draw was just like quite strong. Trumpeter, I don't think a 1/3 is good against them. I'm not convinced it actually blocks their creatures better than a 2/2. Let's be on the play. I would like to keep this hand. Please and thank you. Hand is great. gonna curve out over here. Yeah. Fire off this officer. Believe I attack. I think the pontiff's worth more than the officer, and I'll happily block with the officer if they attack. So I think this is pretty good for us. Interesting. I'm still blocking, right? Like, this hasn't changed at all. Still want to block. Has 2 damage marked on it. Right. So this one leaves me at 1-1 if it dies. But I don't think I'm scared about my creature getting killed next turn. So I guess I'm just going to play the Imp. Yeah, Messenger is a better blocker, exactly. Whereas, like, if they don't do anything too impactful next turn, I might want to start swinging. In which case I could play the Messenger as a blocker next turn when things look a bit different. That's a clan Guildmage. Ooh. Alright, Huh. So I'm gonna have to kill the hybrid eventually. I guess I can wait until they start committing mana to it. I think I attack with my 2-3 and play another 2-3. I do not believe I actually have the long game in this matchup. Their deck's faster than mine, but it also seems to have, like, higher card quality, as far as I can tell. So I actually just want to get them dead. Could mortify a land. Deals with both problems. Kind of. Question mark. Right. Yes, I'm killing the 6/5 and hitting them for 4. If they adapt, I take 8. But they then have, like, the Sentinels mark to gain life, potentially. I don't know that holding back achieves much here. Yeah, I can gain life off the Orator too, potentially, yeah. I think this is good. We really want to draw Plains next turn. Plains would be an amazing draw, but... since it would let us double spell. And build us towards this Debtor's Transport. They missed the 6th land, thank God. Oh, they have the 2-mana fight spell. Do they punt by not... oh, that card's pretty good too. They have a Magma Spray as well, just like Plague Wind us. Yep. I am not entirely sure how I'm going to beat this Guildmage. Oh my god, and they can pump... yeah, they can pump the hybrid too. I guess the Debtor's Transport can block the 4/4s, but then I die to this 6/6. So I guess I just have to draw removal. And that's non-optional. Okay. Yeah, the transport can Sentinels mark in blocks. Or even before attacks to gain 6 life. Guess I'm probably attacking with this Orator. Oh, they wanted to trade? Interesting. The card in hand must be absurd for them to want to trade there with our 2/2 when they have something that can just like pump out 4/4s against us. I'm like pretty scared right now. It was another 6/6. Yep. That makes sense. That makes sense. Well, we get to gain some life at least. I don't know how we possibly win this game, but go up to 13, we can maybe block a 6/6. If they attack with all three, we can block the 3/2 and they leave themselves dead. They are at 0 in hand, yep. Their board is better than ours, but if like they whiff on a draw step and we draw something good. Could maybe get there. They have to like not leave themselves dead to our 6/5, right? Which is the tough thing. Especially if we draw like a removal spell to clear the way for the 6/5. Are they considering just trading the 3/2 and the 2/2 for the 6/5? Since they figure it will trade with a 6/6 anyway. And it's like leaves them in a much less perilous position than being on 5 against it. That's interesting. They should do that, Milkman. Agree. That would be excellent. Be very, very okay with that. I must say, Inheritance was really good in the mirror. It feels so kind of mopey against Gruul. Feels hard to find time to tap out for it against them. And, right, we just need to draw a removal spell then. Sick. And, like, the increments it gains you are so low against the big things. Yeah, exactly, Cambo. When you're taking, like, 5 a turn, gaining 1 a turn is just nothing. If they broke on a spell, we draw a removal spell, we're actually in this. It's pretty absurd. Or we could draw an Orzhov Guildgate. Could also do that. Come on, deck. I believe in you. I believe in you. Give me a Mortify. That's all I'm asking for. I would like spells after the Mortify, but we can start with the Mortify, okay? Ugh, huh? Yep. I guess that counts. I can block and sack. It's like the same as jump blocking. I still need to draw another Terminate after this though to deal with the Rummager. Or hope that their Rummagers are just like heinous. Jesus. If they'd drawn another land or two, I think we might have been able to get there. As it is, I think we're pretty dead. We have to like draw removal for Arynx, and even then they have a Ramager on board. And they're keeping their spell in hand, which is terrifying too. Sadness. Alright. Alas. Alas, the second trophy was not to be. Got to another finals though, which I'm pretty okay with. Fire up the next one.